Hey guys, Josh from CrossFit Metro East here. Today we're talking about how to do double unders. So the first thing we want to talk about, I'm kind of low down on the ground here so we have a little spot for our jump rope here in a second, but the first thing we want to talk about is your progression. So this may be a few step process to get you to those double unders. So number one, you need to have a base of single unders. So if I have someone who doesn't have the ability to cadence their own single unders, and consistently hit those single unders, it's very difficult then to get them consistent with the speed and the cadence of a double under. So first and foremost, you want to get really good at single unders, and we want to get really good at fast single unders. So we can't have a double jump in between our single unders, and we can't have the rope really loose in our single unders, okay? So first thing we want to do is focus on good quality single unders. So I'm going to show just a quick view of that, and then we're going to get to the second step. So, single unders, the rope is going to pass one time underneath us, and we want to make sure, again, fast single unders, consistent jumps, okay, and a tight rope. So, no double jumps. So this is what I'm talking about. I can't even do it. That little mini jump between, okay? So we want to be consistent with our single unders. So even with the single under, you can hear that little buzz of the rope. The other thing we want to concentrate on is posture. So I want to make sure that I'm sitting up nice and tall, I'm not overextended, and I'm not crunched up in the middle, okay? So consistent and fast single unders. That may take someone a while in the beginning stages of CrossFit. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about low pogo jumps versus high pogo jumps. So I like to consider, it's a term I use with my young athletes for some plyometric type things that we do. But a low pogo jump is something where it's a smaller jump and we're just working off the ankles, very light jumping like we would in single unders. A high pogo jump, or what I would term more of a double under jump, is not where we're bending our knees, we're kicking our heels behind us or anything, but we're just springing just a little bit higher, okay? So the next step I go to is teaching somebody the difference in that jump. So, low pogo jumps, I'm just jumping right here. A high pogo jump, when I'm initiating, okay, high pogo jump, trying to get somebody to do that double under, is now just a little bit more spring. You notice that I didn't change my body position. I'm still upright. My knees aren't bending extra. I'm just getting a little bit more spring from my ankles. Now, that's what I would try to get somebody to do right away as a jump for their double unders. The next step is talking about hand speed or rope speed. So, what we've done is we've conditioned our hands and our wrists to spin the rope one time per jump. The double under is obviously 2 times per jump. I learned this from a jump rope guy, and when he said this to me in my head, it made it click with me. So he said, most people are thinking 1, 1, 1, 1. When they go to do a double under, they're still thinking 1, and then they're trying to get their second spin in. So now it has to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So every jump, you have to think spinning the rope twice. Now, what happens here is we're going to talk a little bit about arms is when somebody spins the rope with speed and power is they take their shoulders and get the rope into the shoulders, or they start bending their elbows really fast. We want to keep the wrists down, okay? Or I'm sorry, the wrists open, the elbows down by the sides, okay? And just off the pockets. If I have somebody that wants to take their arms way out here, or the infamous they pull the hands back as they go to do that spin, they're now changing the position of where the rope's going to hit. So, I want to keep my hands just off my pockets at about a 45 off my pockets, a soft elbow, but not an elbow that's going to go up and down and move fast, and then my wrist is going to drive the rope, not my shoulder, not my elbow, okay? So, when I go to do that 1, 2, elbows are soft. I'm also not straight armed like this, okay? Elbows are soft, and now I hit my doubles. From the side, right here. Singles. Watch the change in this jump just a little bit. Notice that we keep our torso nice and straight. We're not kicking our knees up. We're not bending our knees back. Okay? Now, the double under may take a while to get to. We've also talked to people about doing a rhythm. If they can hit one double and then 5 singles, or one double and 3 singles, that's fine. But again, just some quick tips on working on that double under. Post any questions you have to the comments. Like us on Facebook. Share this with a friend if you think they could use the help. And fire away any sort of questions you may have. We're happy to help you with. Thanks again. This is Josh from CrossFit Metro East. Have a great one, everybody.